Warner Robins is boring. There is nothing to do. Nothing. That's something you will see a lot of times when looking into the city of Warner Robins or the surrounding area. Mischa Thompson here, your favorite Warner Robins real estate agent with The Real Broker. And today I'm trying to debunk that there is nothing to do in Warner Robins, because that's absolutely not true. And I'm gonna show you the 10 things to do when living, moving, visiting the city of Warner Robins or Robins Air Force Base. So let's go. Number 10 on the list is the Museum of Aviation, located on the east side of Warner Robins. This is the second largest museum for aerospace industry. I mean, it's humongous. It sits on 21 acres. It has 4 exhibit halls with over 85 different airplane exhibits. Also, it is the most visited attraction outside of Atlanta. And if you are interested in the aerospace history, that's a place to go, and it's free. It's completely free. I would encourage you to donate, because all those people working there, they spend their free time to make it nice and welcome you, but it is free, and you have a lot of things to take a look at. They got an A-10 exhibit, B-29, a Blackbird, a U-2. There is so much to take a look at, and for kids, it is absolutely amazing. Even for adults, I even make a video about it. So number 10, the Museum of Aviation. And number 9 on the list is Rigbys Water World and Entertainment Complex, one of the largest water parks in the state of Georgia. It's half the size of the Museum of Aviation when it comes to lot size, but it's pretty darn big and a lot to do there. You got over 20 slides, over 40 water activities. You got some adult areas, you got a lazy river, some cabanas, a beach bar. Within the complex, you do have laser tag, you got bowling, you got arcade games, you got roller ring, you got a putt-putt outside, you got a go-kart track. There is so much to do. And luckily, they just built a hotel right next to it. So if you are on the way through to Florida or on the other way up, then you can stay a night and enjoy Rigbys Water World and the Entertainment Complex, because they got so much to do for the whole family that you should be visiting that. Number 8 on the list is the International City Golf Club. And we do have a bunch of golf courses around here, but the International City Golf Club is one of the most iconic ones to visit, because Warner Robins is the International City, so we're gonna go to the International City Golf Club. This golf club opened up in 1958 and was designed by Lou Burnett. It is an 18-hole public golf course. They got a driving range, they got a pro shop. It is beautiful, embedded in its surrounding areas with the trees and water. And if you like to play some golf, then you should definitely check the golf club out and all the other golf courses for sure, because there's so many in Warner Robins. And I'll put a link in the description below so you know what golf club you should check out when visiting, moving, or just passing through Warner Robins. Number 7 on the list is the Little Theater, and if you are into plays, musicals, comedies, drama, you should definitely visit. This theater is around as long as the city of Warner Robins almost, and their passionate amateurs and professionals are literally putting at least 5 shows per season on the main stage. On top of that, they have a bunch of workshops. So if you are into drama, comedy, musicals, and all that stuff, you should check out the Little Theater in Warner Robins, most definitely. Number 6 on the list is the Okmulgee Mountains National Park. It's not directly in Warner Robins, but it's about 30 minutes away north in Macon. If you want to tap into the Native American history and figure out what they were doing here in the area in Middle Georgia, this is a great place to visit. They also have some Native American festivals during the year that you should check out. It is so important to learn about the history, and this park gives you lots to learn about the Native American history throughout the 19th century. Number 5 on the list is the International City's Farmers Market. Who doesn't like food? And the International City, Warner Robins, has been that way since 1968 because of its diversity of people. It's a melting pot of different kind of cultures from all over the world. You can see that in different restaurants and also on the farmers market or at the farmers market that is held every Thursday on the corner of Maple Street and Watson Boulevard. And you can get all kind of stuff. Fresh veggies, fruits, and local goodies. So there is stuff to do in Warner Robins. You just gotta get out of the house. Otherwise, you will end up with the same opinion as others that there's nothing to do in Warner Robins, and that's absolutely not true. Number 4 on the list is the Wartown Escape Artist. And who doesn't like escape rooms? They have been becoming more and more popular, and Warner Robins has one with multiple different rooms where you get an hour to figure out the codes and get out of the room. And if you are not that tech savvy or you are a little clueless, there is actually someone that can help you, but that is a fun experience for families and friends. Escape rooms have been amazing. I personally like escape rooms because it kind of helps get together and figure out a solution for something that you need to figure out. Otherwise, you're stuck in a room and you want to beat that 1 hour mark. I mean, if you're a little bit competitive, you want to be way faster than that 1 hour mark. Number 3 on the list of what to do and what is there to do in Warner Robins is the Fine Art Society in Warner Robins. If you are not into all those extremes of water parks and water slides, which is not really extreme, but escape rooms and all that other stuff, and you want something really relaxed, then the Fine Art Society in the heart of Warner Robins is something for you. So if you want to check out some fine local art and figure something out to put on your walls at home, you should check the Fine Art Society out. They also have classes for amateurs all the way to professionals if you want to up your skill when it comes to art. Number 2 on the list is the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Park. And even though it's called a park, it's not really a park. It is consistent of a couple of buildings, and you can learn everything about the Martin Luther King history, including his childhood home. And that is, for me as a foreigner, not growing up in the United States, it's really interesting and important to learn about the history. But that is something you should definitely check out because there's so much information I bet you did not know as American citizens. And it's very interesting, and it's a day trip for the whole family because it is not in Warner Robins, but it is in Atlanta, and it's not that far away, and it's a lot of fun to learn about the history. And we all need to learn about the history. It's very important. Number 1 on the list is the Tubman Museum in Macon. And another museum, another thing that is important because it has to do with history. It's all about Harriet Tubman, who is also now on the newer $20 bills, and see what happened in history and what she did back in the day. I think this is very important to know. Her history, her story, the African American culture and story in this country is very important, and it is a great place to visit and see what you do not know yet about the history and about Harriet Tubman and what was going on here in Middle Georgia. So this is an awesome place to visit and get some intel on culture and history. So there's no excuse for not going out and exploring the Warner Robins area. And for everyone who says there's nothing to do in Warner Robins, Robins Air Force Base, when you live, move, or visiting, it's just wrong. Because there's plenty to do, and I only mentioned 10 things. So if you have any places that you like here in the area, put them in the comments below. And if you visited any of those I mentioned, put that in the comments below as well. And if you're looking to move or leave Warner Robins because there's nothing to do, and you need to sell or buy a home, I'm your local real estate professional. My contact information is in the description below. And if you want to watch some more videos about Warner Robins, up here is a playlist about everything you need to know, Warner Robins or Robins Air Force Base related, and I'll see you in the next one.